Australian wildfire, criminal confusion, sports with Casey, weather with Kayla, local news, the princess industry, and our strange but true countdown, all coming up next.
Good evening. My name is Marina Nguyen, and you're watching TNN. In international news, a house near Dunolly, Australia, burst with flames due to a wildfire on Friday, January 4th. Tim Holmes, his wife Tammy, and their 5 grandchildren, aged 2 to 11, escaped the fire by jumping into the water at the edge of their property and took refuge under a wooden jetty. As the family stood in the cold water, they huddled together for warmth. The water reached up to their chins as they tried to breathe a little amount of non-toxic air. When the flames subsided, Holmes managed to grab a small boat and loaded his wife and grandchildren into it, getting them to safety. The fire raged for 3 hours, destroying their house and all their belongings. Nevertheless, the children's parents, Bonnie and David Walker, who were away at the time, are just glad the family is safely reunited.
In national news, a British Columbia resident is worried about being mistaken for a convicted animal killer who shares the same name, age, and hometown as her. 23-year-old Kayla Bork was released from custody after serving time for torturing and killing animals. She also fantasized about shooting homeless people. She's afraid that people who don't personally know her will think she's the animal killer and that she'll hit roadblocks when handing out resumes. Although both Bork grew up on Prince George, they never met.
Once, New Westminster's Bork was mistaken for the criminal Bork when she was late for work and forgot to buy a SkyTrain ticket. The workers were suspicious and tense until they realized she was the wrong one. She wants the public to know how different she is from the criminal. Bork, a cat owner, states she is an animal activist type person. She's not inclined to hurt people, and that they are polar opposites. Now to Leica Polonia for your Toronto news now.
It's not every day that you'd commute to work without any pants on. In today's local news, underground and underwear. We have Kayla Odevar with news coverage of that crazy event.
Thank you, Leica. For Fan One, riding on the subway in her underwear was a memorable experience. Her and 59 Torontonians took part in Sunday's No Pants Subway ride, in which participants were stripped down to nothing but their underwear. As they enjoyed a ride along the Bloor Yonge subway line. There have been other cases in which this has happened. Places like Berlin and New York is where this whole concept originated in 2002. Since then, it has spread throughout 80 cities. I'm Kayla Odevar, Local News.
Thank you, Leica and Kayla. Casey Lagorza will be providing the updated sports coverage.
Thank you, Maria. After 113 days, NHL lockout is finally over. On a Saturday morning, an association has voted to approve and sign a new collective agreement, officially ending the lockout. The NHL Players Association voted 98% in favor of authorizing the new collective agreement on Saturday, but the lockout couldn't officially end until a memorandum of understanding was signed to seal the deal. Players' schedule was released on Saturday, but no preseason game will be played. Already, there has been many NHL players taking part in informal skates at practice rinks over the last week to prepare for the shortened camp and season. Next, the NBA and Sears today announced an agreement that will make Sears the title sponsor of Shooting Stars, a specialty shooting competition during State Farm All-Star Saturday night. There will also be a dedicated Sears-branded area at All-Star Jam session where fans have a chance to interact with NBA players and legends also. Sears will provide one-shop Yuri Rewards member the chance to present the Sears Shooting Star competition trophy to the winning team and have the opportunity to take a photo with the NBA player. It's not too late to grab your tickets, so go to NBA.com and purchase your tickets online. For more sports updates, visit our website torontonewsnow.ca/sports. Next is the daily weather and traffic report with Kayla Odevar.
The weather never continues. I'm Kayla Odevar, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. We had another glorious sunny day. Will it last? Well, the high pressure stays across us even as we head towards the weekend. There'll be more clouds around tomorrow, picking up a little bit of breeze from the east. But in this weekend, the 5-day forecast will show a high temperature of -5 degrees and expect a little bit of snow with a low temperature of -8 degrees. And on Friday, we'll be expecting flurries with a low temperature of -2 degrees. During the weekend, you'll be expecting a light mix of snow and rain with a high temperature of 3 degrees and a low temperature of -6 degrees. So bundle up with your jacket because it's going to be a cold weekend. In traffic news, the fatal crash on the Don Valley Parkway has just been cleared. As you can see, cars are running smoothly. Now back to you, Maria.
A Disney princess is what a 5-year-old girl dreams to become, but can one get too carried away? In today's community news, Andy Hines, a stay-at-home father of 2 twin girls, struggles to protect his little princesses from the princess industry. Hines admits they do have a princess problem, complete with poofy gowns and glass slippers, but is worried that they will grow up wanting materialistic items and an unhealthy focus on physical beauty. We surveyed several people from all age groups on their views of the princess industry.
So as you know, little children love playing princess and they love princesses, but people are concerned about the princess industry's impact on the little children. How do you feel about little girls playing princess?
I think it impacts the kinds of jobs that they have later on. They think that they'll just grow up to be housewives or sort of damsel in distress figures, and it might give them the wrong impression that they don't have power or capabilities to be the provider of a family, or to be something else than someone who's just being taken care of. So.
Do you want to have a real job when you grow up, or do you want to be a princess?
Yes.
What?
Job. Real job. Yeah, real
Why
job.
not a princess?
Because a princess, because if you get a job, you don't really, you meet new friends and you have more money than a princess.
Okay.
And if you're and I picked a real job because if you're a princess, you don't really have much fun, and you just stay in a castle and do work and like rule the city.
What is your definition of a princess?
A princess is a very beautiful girl, very young, very skinny. According to Disney, white. Really nice dresses. One of her parents is dead, and the other parent is mean and a stepmother. She gets everything she wants because she has a fairy godmother. And there's a Prince Charming.
A princess is someone who's pretty.
Girls, they wear dresses.
Someone who lives in a castle.
If you were a parent, would you expose your future daughter in the princess industry?
No, because like they grow up, like they're gonna be used to like getting everything they want, and like they're not gonna like be mature because they're so used to getting everything, and like if they don't get it their own way, like yeah, they'll just throw a tantrum.
Yeah, I guess. Sure, if she wants to. Or, yeah.
Wouldn't that worry you?
I don't care.
No. I think, I don't know, for me when I was younger I never played princess, but it sort of gave you a sort of weaker mentality.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's like a girl can dream.
If I was to have a daughter, probably not. I mean, of course, I would love my kids and obviously try to give them as much as possible, but at the same time, I don't think I want to spoil them and give them things that they don't deserve. I want them to work hard for it, and you know, sometimes material things and the media and stuff can corrupt them, and I don't want that. I want them to focus on their studies and to do all that stuff, all that good stuff.
What do you think are some positive and negative traits about that industry?
The negative things are that, like, you're put under a lot of pressure.
She'll be really focused on what she looks like, which is bad. She'll be really focused on what she wears, which is okay, but it's very materialistic. That's bad. She'll be focused on finding Prince Charming, which is bad, because that doesn't exist. And what are good things?
Nice sense of style.
Yeah, maybe like her imagination, I guess, creativity-wise.
Do you want to be a princess when you grow up?
No. Yes.
Why?
Because you get special treatment, and you be kind to people, and you be kind to animals, like birdies. I don't want to be a princess because I want my own life in a normal house and live in a mansion instead of a castle.
I think it's good, but at the same time it's a little bit bad because when they grow up they have like this whole idea that that boys should treat them this way, or that they have to like act a certain way for a guy to get to notice him. Like,
from the exposure, what type of girl do you think they'll become?
they wouldn't be independent, I know that. They would be very dependent on other people. I mean, to some extent I think girls should play a little bit of princess and know how it feels to be taken care of and know what love feels like.
Those were some very interesting opinions. Now, Leica Polonia has your entertainment segment, Strange but True.
In today's Strange but True countdown, the students at Queen's University has managed to make a paper-thin tablet made entirely from plastic. The prototype was first displayed at the Consumer's Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Users will be able to go through documents by bending the tabs on the screen or by joining screens together for a larger display. Consumers will be expected to see paper tabs launch on the market within 5 to 10 years. Coming in at number 2, man lives in trees since March 9th and won't come down until wife apologizes for cheating on him. 25-year-old Sanjay caught his wife in bed with another man. When he asked for an apology, she refused to do so, causing for him to climb up a guava tree. The apology never came, and Sanjay is still in that tree 11 months later. Initially, he refused to eat outside food and only to rely on the guava picked from the tree. Eventually, when all the guava was gone, he had to call his mother and rely on her for occasional snacks. Lastly, coming in at number 1, a man with no face and a woman with one leg give birth to a baby. The new parents, Mohammed and Salima, have just recently given birth to a baby girl who is perfectly fine. Right at birth, Mohammed held his new baby girl in his arms to check for visible mutations that might have been passed down through genetics. Once they found out that the baby was perfectly okay, they were overfilled with joy and lately have enjoyed every single minute as new parents. I'm Leica Polonia, and this is your Strange but True countdown.
For news, recaps, and stories, visit our website at www.torontonewsnow.ca or follow us on Twitter at TNN. That's all for tonight.
I'm Casey Lynn LaGuerta.
I'm Kayla Odavar. I'm Leica Polonia.
And I'm your host, Marie Nguyen.
Signing out!